Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And there's one little story that just won't go away, keeps on niggling at the economic freedom fighters, and that's the VBS Mutual Bank. And one Brian Shivambu, brother of one Floyd Shivambu, who's a deputy president of the EFF, is now having to pay a huge amount of money back. But it's only a drop in the ocean when you take everything into context. Let me tell you more about the story. Brian Shivambu is indebted to the curators of VBS Mutual Bank because he signed surety for a 4 million rand business loan in December 2017 in order to start a wine bar in Vilakazi Street in Soweto. VBS managed to pay 2.1 million rand towards a wine bar before the bank was put under curatorship in 2018 after being robbed into insolvency. The South Gauteng High Court delivered an order on the 6th of August 2019 favouring liquidator Anush Ruplal's request for full repayment of the loan plus interest and costs. While at court on 5th of August, Shivambu, brother of EFF deputy Floyd Shivambu, conceded to being indebted and effected a 1 million rand electronic payment through his attorney on that day. Ruplal's spokesperson said he further conceded an order for the balance, an additional 1.78 million, despite previously indicating that he would oppose Ruplal's request. The liquidator argued before the court that Brian was indebted to 2.78 million rand plus interest at the agreed rate of prime plus 500 basis points, calculated from January 2019, as well as legal costs on the scale of attorney and client. The claim arises from Brian's obligations for having stood surety for the debts of Scameka projects to VBS Mutual Bank, Ruplal said in his affidavit before court. Brian bound himself jointly and severally as surety for and co-principal debtor jointly and severally with Scameka projects in favour of VBS. Brian Shivambu is the frontman and slush fund operator for illegal VBS money flowing towards his brother Floyd Shivambu, Julius Malema, and the political party they head, the Economic Freedom Fighters. VBS money was illegally siphoned through various VBS-linked companies and dumped into a company he ostensibly owns, namely Scameka Projects. Scameka Projects was a slush fund used to funnel money to the EFF, as well as two companies named Grand Azania and Mahuna Investments. They were front companies funding the lifestyle of Deputy President of the EFF, Floyd Shivambu, and President of the EFF, Julius Malema. The 4 million rand VBS business loan was granted to Scameka Projects under questionable circumstances, such as that Brian did not qualify for a loan and may have committed fraud in order to acquire the loan. In quintessential VBS style, no repercussions were meted out towards this delinquent client. I'm going to show you a little chart now which shows you how the money was moved around through the EFF. Have a look at this. Court documents in the current dispute confirm Scorpio's investigative piece published in April 2019, which found that neither Brian nor Scameka Projects serviced the loan according to the agreement. In his affidavit before court, Ruplal confirmed that Scameka failed to make payments of monthly installments, resulting in the accrual of significant arrears due. Neither Scameka Projects nor Brian met the liquidator's subsequent demands to pay the arrears account, which resulted in these legal proceedings. The loan seems to have been irregular from the start, Scorpio revealed in April 2019. Brian did not qualify for a 4 million rand business loan. To circumvent this problem, Brian, on behalf of Scameka, seeded an investment account professedly containing 4 million rand to VBS Bank in order to borrow against it, except sources could find no trace of the 4 million rand. The investment account seemingly exists, but neither Scameka nor any entity has paid the promised 4 million rand into the investment account, bank statements showed. This may well amount to fraud. This matter should be investigated and aired during criminal court proceedings. The Hawks have been investigating the VBS robbery of 1.89 billion rand by 53 people and entities since October 2018. No arrests have been forthcoming since. It's a party! Take what you like, it doesn't matter.